is awkward.
I do it just in case someone's like, no, not yet, I'm not ready, don't fucking record something weird.
Right.
But yeah, thank you for doing this. I really appreciate it. How are you? How is everything?
I'm good, man. Thank you for, agreeing to do this, man. I want to try and do these more podcast things. I think we should talk to people more about what we are about.
Yeah. Yeah, I just want to let you know, before we dive on to everything, don't say anything you don't want anyone to know. Just because I kind of like to keep these more authentic and raw and all that good stuff.
Okay.
And if you want you said your guitarist is with you. If you want him to chime on in, that's cool with me.
He ended up not showing up, so.
Oh, well, that fucking damn it,
Yeah,
that fucker.
No worries. So
I know
cool
what it's
now.
like. But yeah, no, I have no idea who you really are. I just know you from the internet.
Oh, sick. Okay, well, I'm Steffen. I play bass in Scoundrel, and we're just a band from Fresno. We were actually on tour before COVID, and it had to end because of COVID. So, but we did a house show recently. I guess that's building some momentum, which is pretty tight.
Yeah, how was that? For the first one back?
It was insane. Like 45-ish, 50 people were in a backyard, all crammed up, kicking dirt in the air. We were all dying from dirt, but I mean, at least COVID wasn't there.
COVID wasn't the leave COVID at the front door. It's
Yes.
COVID.
Check in your COVID at the door, please.
Oh my god, that's so funny.
But it was cool, man. Like the other locals there, they really brought it too. And then Jay Mueller from Reminiscence showed up, did his thing, and everyone.
Nice.
Yeah, he showed up, and everyone just got insane. They were like possessed by demons in that pit, man. They were just swinging at ghosts, and it was pretty cool.
Well, I mean, everyone kind of has a little bit of I don't want to say pit fright, but more like, man, I feel like an old man. I haven't done this in a year. How do I pit again? Fuck.
Yeah. They look like they didn't have no cobwebs or anything. They looked like it was like riding a bike to them. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's so funny though. So I listened to the one you guys did with Stay Noisy a couple days ago. How was that? How do you like doing the group one with them?
Those guys are cool, man. They really had really nice hospitality. They showed up with that truly,
Nice.
They were just like, and so I don't know, man. I really haven't done a podcast in forever, so like it was all still kind of new to me. They were super professional for their little small setup, and I appreciate them for even asking us to come out, all the way to Sacramento. Like it was a good road trip for me. At least we were stuck in Fresno for over a year, or for a year now.
There's nothing in Fresno.
Literally, there's nothing. We have to go everywhere to do something. Like we're in the middle of San Francisco, LA, the Bakersfield, the mountains, ocean. So we're just the valley. We should be called Death Valley instead. Like,
I mean, you guys and Merced are both dead cities. No offense to you, to Fresno, because I know Fresno, I think, has like a really big amphitheater, right? That is kind of like well known.
Mm-hmm.
Merced doesn't even have that.
Dang, yeah. We have the Woodward Park Amphitheater. We actually we opened for Memphis Mayfire there on Halloween on 2019. It was pretty tight.
Fuck, that should have been badass.
It was tight. They were dressed as a hair metal, like an 80s hair metal band.
Oh, nice.
And it was funny. Yeah, we just did whatever we wanted to do. I wore a pizza costume, dude. I was a pizza just running around. I actually was playing with the wireless, and I actually played in the crowd as a pizza guy. It was pretty tight.
That's pretty cool. You're like, pizza's delivered to the crowd. Look at this shit.
Mm-hmm.
That's so cool.
it was pretty tight, man. I mean, for us, dude, like I know we haven't made it our reach out to the north yet because we just been because COVID, but like we've played with Carnifex, we've played with Oceano, we've played with the Plot and You. They were fucking sick, uh well, we played with some bigger bands. It's just we lost our Facebook too. I forgot to even mention that. We right after COVID, we got hacked, and then they just deleted our stuff for no reason. They didn't give us no reason.
Oh man, no past
So,
member that might have a grudge, nothing.
not even that. Like it was just wiped, dude. Like we talked to the past members, like they don't even have their own Facebooks anymore. So it's like they deleted it like after tour kind of thing. So
Damn.
yeah, so it's been really hard to like get our reach back, but I feel like this is our year, man.
Dude, I mean, I'm glad you guys are doing stuff. For us, we're kind of like we're trying to come back. We're on this fucking slope, and it's like every time we're going up a little bit more, it's like we're falling down, and I'm just we're a full band though, so we have all the
Right.
members. We're just climbing, and our goal is for a new single end of June, beginning of July. That's our fucking goal.
Heck yeah, man. I'm ready to hear it.
Dude, I'm not ready for anyone to hear it because
Oh man. I
I'm
know.
afraid of everyone judging us hardcore. Like I already know, like we're not that important to the Sacramento scene. We're really not. But I feel like everyone that I don't know if you know any of the story that's happened with us last year, but we had to remove our vocalists, and so a lot of people chose his side, a lot of people chose our side. So with us, with the new member change and having the different vocalist and all that, I feel like both sides are gonna fucking just judge the shit out of us,
Gotcha.
and I'm not ready for it. I'm not ready to hear it, but at the same time, dude, fuck it. So Ice T actually made a Twitter post about like people that keep talking shit about you. Obviously, you're doing something right because you're still on their mind or something like that.
Right.
And I was like, yeah, I still deal with this shit where people meet me for the first time and they're like, oh my god, you're so nice and genuine, and this other person said this shit about you that's not true, and I'm just like, damn, people still run their mouth about shit that's not real. That's cool. And then like I'll explain the story of like the truth, and then they're just like, that's what really happened. I'm like, that's what really happened. They're like, wow, my perspective is way completely changed. I'm like, fucking thank you. Like, so now, like I said, like now, like moving forward, it's like I don't even care anymore. If someone wants to like dog us or say anything, I'm just be like, that's cool. Show your friends so they could also judge us. That's fine. You want to send your 5,000 friends a fucking invite on Facebook to hate us? Go for it. You want to share a video to say how bad we suck? Fucking go for it. I don't fucking care
Dang.
no more, dude. And like,
Tight, man.
dude, like look at Franz, dude. Attila is like known for hate, and they just thrive.
That's a good mindset, man. I used to think like that, but then my friends made me change that. So it sucks. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, I don't want to have this mindset, and to be honest, for all I know, I might crumble when everything happens. Whenever we release a single and people talk shit, I'll probably crumble anyways and be like, "Cool, I'm offended. I fucking hate all of you." Or I'll
Fuck you
just be
all.
like, "Okay, that wasn't as bad as I thought," or it'll be like, "Hey, you know what? If you think you can do better, then why didn't you apply to the position when we were asking for it?"
Right.
Or it's like, "Oh, you did apply and you did do terrible, and that's why we said no." We had like 17 people try out.
Oh wow.
Yeah, a lot more than I thought. There was like a couple people from like the East Coast that sent us stuff. Then like a couple of our personal friends that wanted to try, and I was like, "Yeah, dude, like I know you like send me your stuff." And I had to, we had to like be real about it and say, "Well, your style is more of like this or that, and that's not what we're going for, but like you're good at what you do, but I like the whole band as a core, we collectively don't want to go that route on what you're doing." You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And there's just a couple people that I think literally just memed us by just sending us like the worst takes that they could fucking take. Like some of the shit they sent us, I was like, this can't be, a real audition. Like, fuck.
That happened to us too. We actually when our vocalist left after tour, We had people audition, and we had this weird guy. Like, he auditioned, he was like real skinny. He didn't even wear a shirt, dude. Like, he was just in his shorts, just real scrawny, crazy afro. Like, he didn't even look like he was being serious, man. And he just went into the mic, just like, I don't even know how to describe him. It was like whistles. His screams were just like whistles. Actually, it was just shrieking noises, man. That's all he did. And he thought he was in the band. Like, I mean, it was pretty crazy, man. We had to actually like block him on all our social medias.
Oh man, no, there was no one that we denied that we had a bad end with. Like everyone that we talked to about it, we all like thanked them for their time, thanked them for, you know, them, putting some effort into trying and learning the songs, and I'm sorry you had to deal with that. That's terrible. That's so bad. Like, fuck. I couldn't imagine that. Like, oh my, it reminds me of that A Day to Remember story about how they got their band name.
I haven't heard that.
Okay, so I think I've told this story on like a couple of my podcasts because it's just a wonderful story. But long story short, they were looking for a new guitarist at one point, and this is back when the band first started, of course.
Right.
And the guitarist came over to Jeremy's parents' house into their barn and brought all of his gear, and then fucking after the practice, he fucking left it all there. But like during the practice though, they were talking about like if they wanted to change the band name or whatever, and he was like, "Well, I've always wanted to be in a band called A Day to Remember," and they were like, "Oh, that's a pretty cool name," and they fucking kicked him out.
Oh, I
And
know,
kept the band name.
He's not even. Is he? Wait, the original or the guy who came with the name they kicked out, or the guy that
Yeah.
was the guitarist?
No, the guy that came up with the name that was there for like a day, they kicked him out.
Oh wow.
Yeah, because I guess like he also like because I think he did play like one or two shows with them, and he would like spit on the crowd and like kick people and shit.
Fun.
Yeah, like I don't know. Like I think there's a difference when it's like you have like water in your mouth and you kind of do like that spray in the air thing as a vocalist or whatever. I feel like that's a little bit more like okay, okay. I mean, it's not really that sanitary, but it's okay. But when you like full on fucking spit on people, dude,
it's
you're
gross.
asking to have your ass fucking beat or a lawsuit, like
big time.
Yeah, but oh, sorry. Anyways, okay. So Scoundrel, I've seen you. I think I've seen you guys before, twice. I think you guys have played. Have you guys played? Was it Den of Sen or was it Cafe?
We were supposed to play at the Cafe. We were, and then it got canceled. So we didn't actually play in Sacramento. We were supposed to. Our guitarist is in Farouk, and he's played in Denison.
Oh, maybe that's why. Because I know Farouk. I played. Okay, wait. I played with Farouk. Our second show ever was actually with Farouk in fucking Modesto when the workshop was closing down.
That's tight. The workshop was tight. Yeah. I missed that.
Oh, it's so cool. Did you guys ever play there as a Scoundrel?
No. So prior to this, I was in a band called Your Hero's a Villain.
Oh, no way.
Yeah, I was the guitarist.
Okay.
So yeah, that was my main band. That was my baby, dude. And so I was in Your Hero's a Villain, and yeah, we played there. We played hella places. We played in Stockton at the Plead for Peace Center. We played at the Burning Bush.
Nice.
What else? We man, I'm trying to remember. We played at the old Club Retro there in did you ever hear of Club Retro?
Yeah. Did you guys play oh fuck. It's in Modesto. It starts with the letter V. The Vintage or the Vanity or fuck, what is it? It's actually
no.
I was just talking to Caleb from Ice at the Kill about this because he was like, "Oh yeah, man, we used to fucking play Modesto and play at fucking whatever it's called," and I was just like, "How the fuck did you remember that venue?" Like, oh man, what is it called? Oh,
I wish I could remember.
It's not Vanity. It's like, oh my god, it's gonna drive me fucking nuts.
No, we didn't get that lucky probably because usually back then we used to work with this guy named Tim Gardea, and he used to like do all the big shows. Like he would bring like like Moss the Flames and like A Day to Remember. Like he'd bring all the huge ass tours. So wherever they were, that's pretty much where we went. So we played like Bakersfield a lot. We we kind of actually got lucky. We played a California Metal Fest,
Oh, cool.
the last one, right? The year when Mitch died from
Oh,
suicide.
2012. Damn.
Yeah, we got so like back then, like my band was pretty like doing things, man. And then what happened was we wrecked on tour the van, and after that, pretty much everyone went their own separate ways. They didn't want to do it anymore.
Man,
So
I'm sorry. That's really scary.
it was, dude. It was my grandma's band, dude. My grandma was like, "I don't care that the van's gone as long as you're alive." I was like, "But that's our tour van, grandma." Like, you know what I mean?
Fuck. No, that's still scary though. Like you can replace a van, you can't replace a member. You know.
Yeah, but it was pretty scary. Like, I know, like, because our little tour run was with the band called Gates of Ivory. I don't know
Oh
if you've
my
heard.
god, I love them. Oh wow.
Yeah, so we did a little run with Gates of Ivory, and it was our last night. We were on our way to Santa Ana to play
Malone's.
uh Maloney's or something like that.
Malone's. Yeah.
Or Malone's, yeah. And somebody just completely stopped on the freeway, and I was it was an older van, so the brakes were just old, you know what I mean? So we
Yeah.
just smashed into the back of a truck, and we half the members had to end up going to the hospital. It was pretty bad. Like our merch girl, she had to get staples because like the amp hit her in the back of the head, and my drummer broke his toe. uh yeah, my singer, he had like seatbelt burns on his skin. And then like the bassist, she just had like emotional trauma from the whole thing because she was in the front with me, you know.
Yeah.
But I mean, but I mean, I think we're all still cool. Like we all still talk. It's just that band, you know, is done pretty much.
Your
But
hero's a villain, right? Is that what it's called?
y- yeah, your hero's
Did
a villain now.
Did you guys play No, wait, you guys disbanded in 2012? Is that what 2012?
No, we actually disbanded like 2014. Like I try to keep going, but we just I had whole new lineup. You know what I mean?
So wait, did you guys play the Wild Well Fest with We Came as Romans and His Blood Runs Black in Silverado Canyon? Because that was May 3rd, 2014. There was like 100 bands on the bill and We Came as Romans, As Blood Runs Black, Being as an Ocean was all on it.
I think we were supposed to, and then we ended up dropping.
Ah, fuck.
Yeah, because that yeah that when I had that new lineup, they were good, but they were all like parents. They were all like adults, and I was like, I'm trying to be a rock star, guys. Like, stop being adults. Stop having jobs and like kids and wives. No,
Dude, that's how I am now. Like, I'm just like, I'm 28, and I'm just like, yeah, I hate my fucking job, and I would rather just leave everything and just go on tour, and then that's it. I don't care. I don't want kids right now or nothing. I don't even think I'll ever have kids, to be honest. I'm too selfish.
I have dogs, so those are my kids, man. Like that's all you really need. They act like babies, dude.
Yeah, no, I completely understand. I have a dog, but it's at my parents' house, and because I couldn't bring him to where I moved in, because where I live, like the company was like, "Oh yeah, you can't have animals," and I'm just like, "No."
You're fired.
Yeah, right. Fucking, I don't know, but I mean, it's a nice house. It's 3 bedroom. It's 2 car garage. It's like we have like a whole entire like side port, not a side port, but like you could back up, like we back up our van and our trailer on the side of our house and block it. That's what, like, so like whenever bands are on tour or whatever and they're coming through SAC, it's like, yo, you could park your shit in the side of our yard and never have to worry about someone breaking into your shit. Like, knock on fucking wood somewhere, like we've never had an issue. We've never been robbed. We've never been broken into. And we've had a lot of bands stay here we've had a couple bands at a time stay here, and like we just have
Dang.
enough room, like it's just
Yeah.
a good spot. It's quiet. You could take a shower. We have a fucking garage if you need to leave shit in
That,
there. You could do laundry, blah blah blah.
that's tight, man.
Yeah, we'd like to take care of people. I think we're nice, but people beg to differ. People fucking hate us.
We try to be hospitable too, but like there's nothing here in Fresno, so nobody comes. But like,
Fulton 55 though.
yeah, the last show I played there was with I Set to Kill, which is kind of funny that
Oh my god. I went to that.
it at the Fulton 55.
Yeah, I've gone to every I Sit the Kill show that's in Fresno because that was the closest. Because I used to live in Merced, so like that was the
Gotcha.
closest. So when they didn't play SAC, they played Fresno. When they didn't play Fresno, they played SAC. So I would drive to either one. So you're probably talking about the one where they did. It was the
With Rivals.
Rivals. Yeah,
Yeah.
that was it. Yeah. Oh, He Cried Wolf was on that as well.
Yes. Yeah. That and we were on that as well. So
Oh,
boom,
then
we were there.
I've seen you guys.
Full circle.
Full
Nah,
circle. Well, Full Circle is another venue out there, isn't it?
it is, but I mean that was just complete full
I
circle
know.
though.
I know. I was just like, well, that's a venue as well. That's fucking cool.
Yeah, man. The so the full circle that everybody was playing at is actually like gone now.
Oh, it went down.
Yeah, they turned it into a full-on brewery. So, but they're actually opening a new spot, I think tonight.
Oh,
Uh, they're doing an art hop opening, so it's gonna be pretty tight.
so
You
is
ever been?
Fulton still the only music venue?
Um, we have Strummers in Tower District. You ever been to Strummers?
No,
It
I've
used to
never
be
been to
called the.
Fresno.
Oh, okay. Oh, it used to be called the Star Line.
Oh,
I don't know. Okay. So Strummers in Fresno is like the more popular venue. So like Born of Osiris, Memphis Mayfire, Supply and You, like the bigger bands go to that hot spot. Silver Sun Pickups even played there. I don't know if you
oh
listen to them.
wow. No, I know who that
Uh,
is though. They're old. They've been around since like what, early 2000s?
the Used play there.
Oh God, that's
The
cool.
U- yeah, but even like rap artists it's like a small club. You could probably fit like 100 maybe people, but it's like it's like in this nice side. I mean, I think it's a nice side of town, but it's a more better venue than I think than Fulton, only because Fulton is 21 and over.
Oh,
So
makes
this one
sense.
so this one's the actual only all ages venue right now.
Oh man, yeah. Because I think about like every time I've seen I Sit to Kill there, I Sit to Kill there. There's always been like not as big as a crowd as I would expect there to be,
Hmm.
and a lot of people like man, they've been around for fucking 15 years.
Did you see them at the exit?
No, I've seen them. The first time I saw them was P for Police Center in 2012, and
Okay.
then yeah, I've seen them there. I've seen
With
them.
My Ticket Home, right?
Uh, I don't remember. I know Without Thought was on the bill because that was my friend's band that played with that show.
I think we played that one too.
It
But
was
okay.
20. It was 2012. It was I think September 2012 or October 2012.
Watch, I'm gonna find the flyer. I'm gonna be boom. Here it is,
Dude, if
bud.
you find it, I want it. Holy fuck, I would love to have that flyer, dude. Well, I talk to Alexia and Caleb like all the time because they both. Me and Caleb got really close after they did one of their last tours, and they were over at our place, staying here, hanging out, and then we just got really cool after that. And then they toured with my friends in a Void,
Okay.
and so whenever I go to Seattle, I stay with a Void, and whenever they come to Sacramento, they stayed with us. And so like after we made that friendship, and then like I've been going to Ice of the Kill shows for the last fucking almost 10 years. I just became like friends with them, and then yeah, I don't know where I was going with that story. Besides that, I would love that flyer.
Gotcha. Did you
uh,
did you happen to see a Void when they came to Fresno?
no, I played with them in Sacramento on that tour.
Okay, cool.
Wait, oh,
With
wait,
Capture,
yeah, with
with Cap
Capture.
and Alisana.
Oh wait, no, we didn't play that one. But I saw them at the Boardwalk, which is the venue out here. Yeah, I saw them play that one, and then the next night, or whatever, like the next night or 2 nights later, they had the Fresno show with them.
Yeah, we got lucky enough to Scoundrel got to open for them. It was pretty weird because we were the heaviest band that night, but it was fun, dude. So much nostalgia for seeing that band, Alisana, dude.
Yeah, dude. Oh my God, fucking what is it called? When they were on their tour. they were telling us because there was like at the board because I don't know you've heard of the boardwalk of course right?
Yeah.
Okay, so it's a 450 cap room, and like that. Well, at least that's what the little sign says on the fucking thing. It says 450
Mhm.
cap. And there was only like 30 people there.
Wow.
40 maybe. Yeah, 30
Wow.
maybe. Yeah, 30, 40. It was maybe 40. I'll say 40. Maybe my memory's foggy, but I just remember that there was not that many people. And I remember I was talking to Avoid, and I was like, well, I was talking to Benny and Luke actually, and they were both telling me they were like, yeah, dude, they were like, we were in Reno at Jub's last night, and they were like, there was maybe 25 people. And have
Damn.
you ever been to Jub's in Reno?
I haven't.
Okay, Reno Jub's, you could probably fit fucking. Have you been to Ace of Spades? In
Yeah.
Sac? Okay, it's like that big.
Okay.
Yeah, so
Hey.
a lot. You could fit 1,000, 2,000 people in that room.
Yeah.
And the other thing about Jub's is like literally like so when you have all the floor space, there's like a railing thing that you could walk up,
Uh-huh.
and it's like you could have like an extra 150 people standing above everyone looking over the crowd looking straight at the stage, and the stage is like 6 feet tall. Not
Oh
lying,
shit.
dude. It's tall enough where I can't even see the fuck. If when I stand up next to it, I can't even see the fucking like
Damn
the yeah.
it.
It's hella tall, dude. I mean, I'm 5'5", but still, like that thing is fucking tall. Like even Jordan, my roommate, he's 6'2", I think, and he was like he could barely look over that shit.
Gotcha.
So
That's
like,
insane. Why?
I don't know, but but yeah, Benny and Luke they were like, yeah, man, there was like 20, 30 people there. And I'm like, this is Elisana. That's fucking planes with Capture the Crown. Like, but with
Mm-hmm.
two big ass fucking bands. Well, big, quotation, big ass fucking bands. And that's all they're pulling. And I was just like, wow. But my bassist Austin was like, well, you got to think about it, Ryan. Elisana hasn't changed their sound since they ever started. So they've always stuck within the same core of
Style of
people.
music.
Yeah, they never kind of like grew. And I was like, yeah, but still though, like you have Capture the Crown on there that's completely different. And at one point they were like a huge YouTube sensation back in like 2009 next to,
Mm-hmm.
fucking Asking and A Day to Remember. All three were like skyrocketing so fast. It was like
Uh-huh.
Stand Up and Scream. It was Stand Up and Scream and fuck, what is it? Homesick were just like released that year or whatever, 2009.
Mm-hmm.
Holy shit, bro!
Boom.
Like yeah, just fucking whoop. Everyone listened to it. Everyone had the lyrics down. Everyone was getting tattoos of fucking "Have Faith with Me" or some shit across their
Yeah.
fucking chest. No. I'm not throwing dirt on you, Garrett, which is my cousin, because I think he has "Have Faith in Me" tattooed on his chest. I'm not throwing shade at him. It was just the first thing that came to my mind was people getting lyrics tattooed. I mean, fuck, dude. I got a Devil Wears Prada tattoo on my leg, which is
Hell
like,
yeah.
and he has the Devil Wears tattoo, tattooed on his left forearm, I believe, as well. I mean, I got
That's
fucking
tight.
Batman tattooed on me, so like, fuck it,
I got Final Fantasy tattoos.
dude.
So
Nice. Is that
so I
Chocobo?
got so we got my chocobo with the mog on it.
Okay,
Then we got me a cactar with the mustache.
I love it.
Got the Moomba from 8. And then I got me an
Nice,
imp, because imps are.
nice.
And then I got a whole sleeve of Final Fantasy, but we'll have to save that for another time.
Yeah, dude. Actually, before this, I was actually replaying Final Fantasy 15. That's my favorite one.
Ooh, nice, man.
I don't know why. I can't get enough of it. I think I've played through it like 4 times, and then I just went and rebought it so I could play it again.
You all 6 times. Let's make
Yeah,
it.
yeah. I
That's
don't know. I don't know what it is. Like I love 13 as well. 13 for me was really good.
the lightning, right?
Yeah, Lightning was the main character in it.
Yeah,
But you
that.
know what? Sorry, go for it. Go. I
No,
talked
did
too
you
much.
did you like the 3 parts of it?
I didn't play part 2 or 3 because I'm an idiot.
I mean, I didn't like the continuation. So I mean, for someone who's a Final Fantasy fan, I would just kind of like I could have done without it.
Yeah, that's kind of like how I feel about like the new when they made Final Fantasy or not Final Fantasy when they made Fable 3.
Oh yeah,
I was I liked 2 though. Fable 2 I think was a great follow up to the first one.
definitely
But did you hear that they're remaking the first one? They're doing like it's like a prequel actually before the first one.
a prequel to Fable.
Yeah.
That sounds intense. I'm ready for it.
I think that's what it was. I'd have to do my research again. Don't quote me on it. It's been a minute since I've
Uh-huh.
seen the announcement for it, but I mean, Lionhead Studios got shut down back in like what 2018.
Okay.
So they were the main people that were making the Fable games, and then Microsoft shut that whole division down.
Were
So
you were you into Boulder's Gate at all?
for a very brief moment, but I didn't understand it for shit, so I gave up.
Gotcha. Because I'm over here trying to. I just found out there was a second one, and I'm just like losing my shit about it. But Battlefield. How about Battlefield?
Yeah, I recently started playing it because my bass player. Well, I can't take that back. He was just talking to me about playing it, and I've played it before in the past. So me and him are talking about playing it together again.
There you go. That's my roommate. I'm roommate with my drummer, and he's actually not here. I didn't even think about that. I could have had my drummer talk to you. Holy sh!
It's all
I'm a
good.
terrible person, dude.
No, it's good. You know what? Okay, so the whole thing is like I normally just do these like personal ones because like for me like this is good content. This is fun because people that like Scoundrel, like your band or whatever, they're gonna be like, oh, dude, I get to listen to this fucking podcast with Steffen, and then they're
Yeah,
gonna find all this stuff out about you that like you probably wouldn't have never talked about if you were on a group call. You know,
this is true.
and
I
like
like it.
yeah, like so like when it comes to like the Stay Noisy guys. I love that they do their stuff in groups because that's their model. That's their thing. So
Hmm.
if somebody wants to learn more about the band side of Scoundrel, I'm like, yo, check out Stay Noisy's version because they have everybody. If you want something a little bit more personal, then you can come to mine and I'll have like an in-depth with a specific member. And I've had quite a few people be like, "Why don't you just like talk to the vocalist? They kind of know everything more about the band." I'm like, because there's more than just a vocalist when it comes to a fucking band.
This guy gets it.
Come on, dude. Oh man, I am a fighter when it comes to there are more members to a band than a vocalist.
This guy gets it. This guy.
I was a dude. You know what's funny is when I was a bass player in my first band, a Turtles Last Nightmare. Kill myself.
Sick ass name.
No, it wasn't. And plus, I didn't
I
come
don't
up with
care.
dude. I didn't come up with the name. God damn it.
That's a good name. I don't care what you say, man. I'm gonna
uh,
put that on my chest.
oh my god. Fuck. So, when I joined the band and it was already called that, but I was a bass player and man, within like fucking months of me being in this band, and I was learning how to play bass as I was in this band. I just took upon myself of like I'm going to perform while playing these songs, not just play these songs, but perform something that like none of my other members in my band, I guess, fucking understood. So like everyone would always be like, "Oh, look at that bass player go crazy on stage," while everyone else stays there and just does nothing and just stand. Well, I can't say does nothing, but like just stands there. They don't move. They're too busy trying to play. And our songs were
Yes.
not hard. They were not. If someone that has no musical talent or skill can fucking learn how to play these songs, then the original members that wrote them can play them. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then that band broke up, and then Titan started, and me playing guitar, and I just people were always like, dude, you act like you're the fucking front man. They're like, even though you're not, which Jordan's frontman, or Jordan was the front man of the band. Everyone would just be like, you're so active on stage, you're moving everywhere, like you take control of the fucking stage, like you act like you know a front person. And then over time Jordan started getting better at it and better and better. So at one point it was like people were just like, dude, if you go see the last Titan, bro, like you're gonna have a great fucking show. Jordan would move everywhere. I was moving. Even our old bass player Noah, man, like we were like crossing paths behind him, like doing this shit, dude. Like we were getting really good at it, and then everything happened. Everything fell apart.
Oh man,
Sad. No, it wasn't
sad.
even COVID. Actually, it was just the fact that we had to remove him.
Oh yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
that's right.
and actually so Noah literally just stopped replying to everybody.
Wow.
Yeah, just. But you know what? He was dealing with a lot of stuff, so he didn't tell anybody about it, which is fine because like months later he hit me up one day and was like, "Yo, man, are you gonna play the new Call of Duty?" I was like, "Who the fuck is this?" And he was like, "It's Noah." I
Oh
was like, "Oh
wow.
shit, yeah." And then he was like, "Dude, let's play Call of Duty together." I was like, "All right, cool." So, me and him touched bases over playing Cold War, and
Beautiful.
yeah, right. But yeah, so we had to get a new bass player. We had to get a new drummer because our other drummer became a fucking dad. So he was like, "I need to quit the band." So we were like, "All right, that's fine. That makes sense." And then so we had to look for. So right now the band is new drummer, new vocalist, new bass player, new rhythm guitarist.
So you're the only original?
No, no,
Wait.
we have 3 original members, but this is the thing about the original members things is that we had an old member come back that's now playing rhythm guitar for us.
Gotcha.
But I'm not gonna say anything because if I say too much, whoever listens to this is gonna, they're gonna know what I'm talking about. If that makes sense.
Well, spoiler alert.
Well, okay, so I already told people like, yo, if you want to know, if you want Easter eggs on the band and what's going on with it, keep tabs on the podcast, and I'm gonna leak shit as I talk throughout until we get closer. So
Beautiful. I love it.
that's the biggest Easter egg that I'm gonna leave out is right there. So if anyone gets this far, you know, that's what they'll
You're
get.
so cool, dude. I wish I was smart enough to do stuff like that. We have a show called Lifted Licks. I don't know if you saw me plugging that at all. But
Lifted licks.
yeah,
Wait,
so
you mean like a pod or not a podcast, like a radio show, right?
it's a YouTube channel.
YouTube.
Well, it's a not channel, but a YouTube show.
Okay.
So the band is using our platform, the Scoundrel YouTube channel. What we did over COVID was it's like a podcast, I guess. So basically, me and Eric, we initially showcased us on our playthroughs, just a couple songs, but we kind of made a little twist to it because we're stoners, so we kind of get high and we play these songs, and then we kind of just progressed from there. We actually started inviting other bands, other artists on. So we're like, I forgot what number we're on, but like we're pretty deep into it. We've had like Leo from Dead Things. I don't know if you heard Dead
Oh yeah,
Things.
I know that they're
Yeah,
hella heavy.
yeah, we've had Leo on the show. We've had just like local artists in our town, like trying to
What is
think
it
if
called?
it's called Lifted Licks.
Lifted licks. Why does lifted trucks come up? Lifted licks. Scoundrel. So is it named Scoundrel? Okay, so the channel is Scoundrel.
Yeah, so we're using our YouTube channel Scoundrel. We pretty much have like a side show.
Just
Yep.
subbed. I just sent a sub to y'all.
Thank you, man.
Yeah, this is
Appreciate it.
awesome. This is fucking so cool. Okay, keep going.
So yeah, we basically I'm a big I don't know, dude, I grew up on MTV too. Like not in, yeah, so I'm just like I grew up watching like Beavis and Butthead a lot and like those prank shows and like I don't know, Headbangers Ball.
MXC. Did you watch
Yeah,
MXC?
MXT. Yeah. Headbangers Ball. What else? Like I just like stoner comedy and stuff. So I was like, well, we're gonna make an interview show, and they'll do playthrough videos, but we're also gonna have fun with it. So we
Yeah.
started doing sketch comedy in our shows as well. So like, there's an episode I can't even remember the number, but it's with Atticus from the band. What's his freaking band? Note of Terror. Have you heard of them?
Note of Terror. Are they
Narrative Note of
hardcore?
No Note of Terror. Like
Oh
they're
no,
legit.
no, I
So
haven't.
yeah, I'll have to send you that. But
Okay.
I should wonder if I should send it now.
If you want, you can.
Could you play it on? Do you play music on this?
So what I will
Normal,
do, so if we, I mean, I can. So how we would do it is
just so you can check. Well, you don't have to check it out now, but later you can
okay.
check it out.
Yeah, yeah.
But so basically, this band called Note of Terra, their bassist Atticus, he's super good. He owns one of them ding walls, like all them other bassists.
Oh
So
my god.
he's really, I guess he was in the theater arts, so it just happened to work out that this sketch we did with him just was flawless. So one of the sketches we did was bassist auditions, and so me, Atticus, we had Eric, my guitarist, pretend to be a bassist, and we had one of our film guys pretend to be a bassist. So we did 4 separate auditions for this band. We all did funny, things, and the band ended up deciding going with the MIDI drums on the computer instead of picking a band or bassist.
Oh my god.
Or he ended up deciding with MIDI bass instead of picking a bassist.
Yeah.
But yeah, we've just been doing a lot of sketch comedy lately with the Lifted Licks. We're trying to promote, ourselves, but also showcase, the other Valley bands because Fresno doesn't get a lot of love, So usually when people think Fresno, they don't really think of like music.
Yeah, not at
So
all.
yeah, so I'm just give an example. We have like a indie rock guy. His name's Jesus H. Macy. So if
Okay.
you're into like lo-fi indie music, like sad music, he's one of those guys. And that guy came on the show and he just sang his fucking heart out, dude. We were like, I was gonna fall in love with this guy, dude. That's how he, like, I don't know. It's just been cool connecting with other artists that outside of our genre, just to meet, you know what I mean? So,
Yeah.
because we won't normally get to play with them because of our because shows, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
We're just so like it's just been a cool experience, like just meeting these new artists and stuff. We had an anniversary show for Lifted Licks because it's been over a year now. We filmed it called the Stoner Olympics. So it's
Nice.
so it's Scoundrel versus a band called dude, I'm sorry, I'm like blanking out. I've been
No,
working
you're
on
good.
Sun. Uh, um, but basically, there's like 6 other bands on the Stoner Olympics,
Holy shit.
and yeah,
You're trying to
and
outsmoke
we
each other?
yeah, we did like events. We went out to a park and we did like a relay course event. So we had like a joint rolling station. We had like a dab station, like we had a shaving station, like you had to smoke while shaving a balloon without popping it, and then we had to tie all the members together and kind of run back. It was terrible because our new vocalist, like, sorry Cody, but our new vocalist is Big Boy, and
Yeah.
he was breaking my fucking ankles. Like he was
Just
just
dragging you around?
he wanted to pick us up, like he just wanted to carry us. He was like, I ain't having this. But it was fun, man. We try to let other people know that there's more to us than just being a band, So we try to show this other side of us, So it's been pretty cool.
Yeah. Okay. Wait, I want to say something. So,
Say,
and I would love for you guys to take this idea and run with it. So I've
let's
had this
run.
idea. Okay. I've had this idea for like the last I'd say 21. So last 3 years I've had this idea and I've never done anything with it because just lack of time and resource. Well, I don't say resources, but just time. I'm so fucking busy doing everything else. But with what you just described is literally a YouTube channel that I started, but I never did anything with. But it's literally called Band vs Band, where
Okay.
literally you just do things band versus another band, like football, fucking video games, fucking you know, hot dog eating contest, drinking contest, whatever it is. Like you guys already have your like idea of what you're doing with these bands coming together. So if you guys have the ability of getting these bands together, then going in that direction of calling, like, I guess, like, because you could have different categories with it, or maybe even start a whole channel if you want, but literally just
Mhm.
like band versus band, you guys literally just fucking hit up a band and be like, yo, like, we do this fucking thing, would you guys be down? Let's choose like football or whatever. And like what you do is you got to have like a couple people film it, and pretty much you guys make a little like 15-minute, 20-minute fucking thing of like two bands playing football against each other or playing dodgeball or fucking whatever it is. But just stay away from the music aspect of it and just do everything else around it, you know? And
Yeah,
like,
man.
I don't know, since you're telling me you guys kind of already done something like that, it just reminds me of like, damn, you know what? If you guys have already started, then fucking take the idea and run with it. Have fun.
Yes. So after the Olympics, we actually discussed doing dodgeball next. We've actually gotten lucky and we made friends with some film guys. So we've actually got like a team of like 4 film guys. So they were like running around when we were doing these Special Olympics. Like we had a tree cam set up. We had a guy with the camera chasing every like competitor in this relay race type thing. So like it made us think, all right, let's do dodgeball. Um, we try to do every episode different. So like we haven't aired this one yet, but we did a blind chicken tender contest. We went to 5 different restaurants, and everybody that was on the show was blindfolded, and we had to guess where the chicken tenders came from.
I love it.
While they talked about themselves, of course, but it was just funny because it makes you realize what the fuck have we been eating this whole time if you don't even know what you're looking at anymore. Like it was like I was so shocked when my chicken tenders from like KFC weren't from KFC. Like they were from somewhere else. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like we got Popeyes. Of course you're gonna know what Popeyes tastes like, but like someone threw in some Chick-fil-A and you're just like, what? This is Chick-fil-A?
That's funny. No, yeah. That's what, like that's a good one. I would pay money to see shit like that. That shit's funny as hell.
Yeah, dude. We actually got a game show one that's gonna come out soon. That one's gonna be probably our longest one. I don't know if anyone's actually gonna sit through an hour because we try to do like 18 to 20-minute episodes, but they've been getting longer and longer for some reason. And this one we put out like even though it's an hour long, it was like probably like 5 hours of footage. You know what I mean? After cutting it all down. And so this game show one is going to be the first time us attempting to use a green screen and with 3 different camera angles because yeah, we wanted to try and make it look like Jeopardy. So
Do it.
uh, I think we posted a teaser on our Instagram.
Okay.
So when you get a chance later, you can check it out.
I'm gonna go right now.
Yeah, I think it's the 3rd post. Oh, it's like it starts out with the guy introducing it, a fan.
Hold up.
You got it.
Boom, 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 boom. Out of the 559.
Good.
The third picture is a flyer. The second picture is Lifted Licks fan mail number 1.
That one, yes,
Oh, it's that one?
yes, this guy.
Oh, okay. So this is what you were talking about?
Yeah, so like this guy he sent in a question saying, "Hey, would you guys ever consider on doing a game
shit.
show?"
Is that the show?
That was the show, dude.
What the fuck, dude? There's hella people.
Telling you how that video went viral, dude. Jay Mueller posted it on TikTok and it has over 87,000 views, dude. Almost 100K views, dude, on TikTok.
That's fucking sick. You know what's funny? Is
What's up?
I saw this actually, and I just saw it didn't say your name on it. I just saw the thing because I don't have TikTok, but my bass player sent me that and was like, "Yo, there's shows that are happening in California," and he sent me that.
It's probably either Jay or maybe Filthy Breakdowns because they featured us, and I was stoked about that, man. I didn't think they would see that, but yeah, dude, that video went viral over the weekend.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm bad. I delete like all my messages. I'm so bad. I don't hoard messages at all. The only ones I keep are like business ones, and that's it. I delete everything else because like I don't know. I have a really bad habit of like wanting to have space on my phone. So like messages and shit like that collects data. So I just delete messages that I don't, threads that I don't use.
Same, dude. I delete photos like every night. Like if I'm not
Yeah,
gonna use, like if I'm not gonna use it, just delete it.
yeah. Well, I mean, there's like a bunch that I keep that are more like a memory base, I guess to call it. But like for the most part, I get rid of like everything.
Tight.
But anyways, tell me about Scoundrel a bit though, because I don't really know much about the band.
Yeah, man. That's so. I'm trying to narrow. I'm trying to short version this here.
That's fine. We've
We
been going
actually.
for like an hour almost, so yeah. If you want to do short version, that's cool. Because I mean, I got some
Yeah.
other things I want to ask anyway, so that's cool.
So we formed on Halloween. Um,
Nice.
it was in 2018 Halloween. It was just me and Eric, and we had a different singer and a different drummer at the time. Um, and we were just jamming. What I did was I took my old songs from Your Hero's Villain, and I asked Eric. I was like, "You want to try these songs out?" And he was like, "Yeah, cool." And then I had some riffs that I was working on, and he had songs that like were finished. So progressively, Eric took over all the songwriting. Anything that you hear now, it's like all Eric. Anything that I had is gone now because Eric is so talented. Like that guy, he writes stories. Like if you're feeling a certain way, he's gonna write it in the music. He's like without lyrics, like just the instrumentals, it's always telling a story. Like that's how I've always felt with him. So yeah, Eric, I'll tell you about Eric. And then let's see, I got lost, got sidetracked. So Halloween, we ended up getting rid of that drummer because he just kept not showing up to practice.
Oh
And
man.
so we ended up getting Chris, and Chris was in a band called Chasing Ghosts. I assume they really loved Enmity Affliction, dude. That's probably why. But but their name was Chasing Ghosts. Um, but he's also the singer in a band called Perception. I don't know if you heard them.
Nope.
Yeah. Okay. So our drummer is a singer too. So that's been cool because we just started integrating him in backup vocals and drums. So that's sick. I like when drummers do vocals. So Chris joined, and so it's been me, Eric, and Chris, and we had a singer named Alex. He ended up quitting to sell weed, which is kind of whack,
That's so whack.
right?
Oh,
Like
I'm
he
sorry.
he was just like so like if you listen to La Bruja on Spotify or if you see the La Bruja music video on YouTube, that's Alex, but he ended up ditching us to go sell weed. And that fool's not even selling weed anymore. So fuck him.
Oh. Well, I mean, I guess you have confidence in saying that. Fuck off.
Yeah, like how you gonna be quitting to sell weed and then not even sell weed anymore? Like, come on, bro, get it together.
What happened? It's like what happened? What went wrong?
Yeah, and then so we
So
ended
he
up
sold
picking.
bad weed. That's why no one wanted to buy it. Just kidding. I have no idea.
I don't buy from him, so like, um, so we ended up getting a new vocalist later on. Oh wait, let me backtrack. So I was actually the guitarist. But with Eric writing stuff, he fucking writes stuff that I physically couldn't play. So I stepped down to bassist because our bassist at the time was also not showing up.
Damn.
So we had a drummer and a bassist. Basically, our whole rhythm section wasn't showing up. It was just guitars and vocals at the time.
Yeah.
So I went to bass, and Eric has been pretty much running solo the whole time. We had another guitarist right when we went on tour, but he ended up working out. He was a, what is it called? He wasn't a doctor, but he was like a medical surgeon or something like that. Like he helped people. Like if somebody like got stabbed in the ER or something, he would like help get it out.
Oh, okay. So
So
some sort of surgeon.
yeah, something like a surgeon assistant maybe. I don't know, but
Okay.
he worked in the hospital a lot of hours. So like I'm sure that took a toll on him and being on the road at the same time. So
Yeah.
he left. So the vocalist we ended up getting, his name was Dakota O'Neill. He was in a band called Serpent Tongue.
Okay.
Uh, they they toured with like Mugshot
Oh, I know who
and
that is. We played with
yeah,
Mugshot back in 2019.
they toured with Mugshot. They had a Darius from Spite on a few songs. Like
Oh, nice.
they were some dark and heavy, scary dudes. So we were like privileged to have Dakota in the band. But he ended up going through some personal stuff, ended up pretty much just jumping off the grid. He's not even like around anymore. Nobody knows what happened to that guy. So this new sing so this is on our third vocalist now. We are now with Cody Jeffers. That guy, he's been the funniest guy that we've ever met. Like even at practice, like it's hard to take things serious with him around. Just like he's just full of jokes, and he's just a really good vocalist. Like if we post like some live videos later on, you could just see like no, don't let his size like fool you. Like he can do it all. Like vocal, he can move. He'll get in your face. Like he's scary live. Like I would be afraid to like if I was in the stands
Pit.
watching or whatever. Like I would run probably. Like
Yeah,
I'd be intimidated.
dude, that guy looks fucking huge, man. Like
He
he could take the whole pit on himself.
he actually went out into the pit by himself and started barking at people. I got scared. Like I thought we would have to call the police or something. You know what I mean? Like
Our vocalist is barking at people. We need to call the police on him.
yeah, someone took our dog off the leash. She's pretty scary.
Oh my god. That's so
But yeah,
fucked.
so Cody comes from like a hardcore beatdown background, but in his heart, he listens to like Dr. Acula.
Oh,
Uh,
nice.
what's it? What else is another one we were talking about? See You Soon, Space Cowboy.
Okay.
He, uh, Alisana is one of his fucking favorite bands. Norma
Under
Jean,
Oath.
Under Oath. Yeah, so that's like
Christine.
that.
That's funny.
So that's where his heart is. But
Okay.
physically, he's a beat down vocalist. You know what I mean?
Fuck it. That's cool though. Like it works. I mean, oh man, do you guys have a track with him on it?
We don't, but what just happened today was Cody Fuentes from
Yeah.
Rapture.
Yeah, that's who records all of our music.
He just sent our stuff back today, so
Oh, nice.
we're done. I'm excited, man. Like we're actually done. Like we as we're talking, Eric is submitting everything to CD Baby so we can get physicals made.
Nice.
And so like yeah, like I'm like talking to you while looking at the messages, and so I'm like, trying to multitask. I'm like, but I'm excited, dude. Like I can actually send you a song after this because we're trying to get a better establishment or establish of who we sound like, because I don't know who we sound like, to be honest. Like I'm not trying to be that band or that guy, but like it's just really hard to define a sound. And
Literally us. We still don't know what the fuck we are. We just say metal. It's just
yeah, I just tell people we're metalcore, and then like but like Chris, our drummer, thinks we sound like Attila, and
those are two different things.
yeah, he thinks we sound like Attila, and our vocalist thinks we are like a heavier Wage War, and then our guitarist, he's super inspired by Gojira, so we're kind of confused where that came from. You know what I mean? He's like super into Gojira, Death, Thaw, like
this like death metal kind of like style.
yeah. So this EP we're putting out, it's got like 4 different, I think, mixtures of style of music, but then we've been so bored during COVID, we already wrote like 20 other songs, so we're ready to put out full length too, man. And that full length is probably like a definite, like that'd be more than the deathcore, death metal, I guess, on that full length or whatever.
Yeah.
But like this stuff that's coming out, we have a more melodic song that we're gonna put called Damage. That one like gets you right in the feels, all angsty, makes you want to break a mirror.
God. So is there gonna be a breakdown on it that makes me want to break a mirror, or is it because
At
the
the
song makes
end,
me sad and I want to break
the
a mirror
whole
looking at it?
like you're just getting all emotional, and at the end, it's the build up, and then boom.
All right, I'll have to be on the lookout for that one.
Yeah, I mean, I'll send it to you. I'll sneak preview just to you though. No one else can hear it.
All right, I'll show you some stuff after this then.
I really appreciate this talk, dude. It's been sick.
Yeah, dude. Fuck yeah. Dude, that was like my biggest thing is like when I was doing starting this, I was just like I want to just talk to people about music or about just want to talk to people again, reconnect. It's been so fucking long,
Seriously.
and I find it being really refreshing and like revitalizing for both parties, you know. And then I like hearing the feedback when I have like my friends message me and they're like, "Oh, I didn't know this about the band or you," or "Oh, I didn't know like this person did this and like this person did that." It's like, well, that's what I'm here for, you to answer your questions and get find all these things out.
That's tight, dude.
Yeah. Um. So, with you being a Scoundrel the only band you've ever actually been in besides Your Hero's a Villain, or have you been in other bands?
I'm trying to I mean, I've been in band since like high school. So
Okay.
I want to say those were my two main bands, I guess, because I was in a band in high school and they were pretty good. And I thought they were like they're still my favorite fucking band, regardless. But they kicked me out because like I was talking shit to somebody.
Oh
So
fuck.
I made Your Hero's a Villain in spite of that band. So to be honest, no, man, I've only been doing these two bands. I just been like when I'm not doing these two bands, like I just been chilling and working and trying to have a life, you know. It's hard to have a life and be in a band. Like I know earlier we talked about, oh, my other bandmates were like um they're all family and they have kids and lives and jobs, and like for me, like when I did Your Hero's a Villain, I was actually married. And
Oh shit.
yeah, I actually was married to my bassist, and it was hard to it was hard for I think for her more to separate our personal life from the band, you know?
Oh, okay.
And so I kind of just like once I that band broke up, we kind of broke up, we got a divorce, and so I kind of took a break from music, you know, and kind of just wanted to find myself. So like from 2015 to 2019, I literally like just disappeared, dude. Like I just didn't do anything. I I just was doing different jobs, and like I was working at an autistic center with kids, and I was working laser tag at night, you know, like just random shit, you know.
That's
Uh,
cool.
just and then I did security at Full Circle Brewing Company, and it made me miss being in a band really fucking bad. So that's what motivated me to meet Eric or find Eric and start Scoundrel, pretty much, you know.
So wait, where'd the name come from?
So technically, Scoundrel, my original vision for Scoundrel was for us to be like a heavy new metal cover band. Like we're gonna do like fucking Stain covers, fucking
Limp
uh
Bizkit,
Limp
fucking
Bizkit,
corn,
Corn.
fucking
Yeah, like
whatever else
all
is
of
out there.
that was the fucking plan, dude. Like I wanted us to be the heaviest fucking cover band, and it didn't go that way.
That's smart though.
We're-
Like that'd be unique.
yeah, like we're inspired by new metal as fuck. Like we there's like not a minute when we stop playing our set to play a new metal song. I'm always playing Limp Bizkit in the background, or Eric's playing Corn, or Chris will be playing like Tool or something. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Deftones.
Yeah.
Like we all come from that new metal era. Actually, Chris is actually the youngest. I'm the oldest in the band. I'm 32, and I think Chris is 26. So
I'm
there's
actually
kind
not
of
the
a
oldest anymore. I'm 28, and my guitarist is 30 this year.
very cool, man.
Our
So
youngest is 20. Hey guys, just wanted to let you know that on this mark, I don't know what happened with the audio file, but something happened and it didn't capture audio for like 10 minutes. So, sorry about that. The podcast is still really great. There's still a ton of length left on it. Again, I'm not sure what happened. most likely we're gonna do a follow up with Steffen and do a number two, and maybe get his drummer involved on that one, or maybe one of the other bands, or maybe the whole entire band itself. But again, thanks for listening, and it'll continue in 3, 2, 1. Thing is that like I love a lot of the people in Sacramento. A lot of the people in Sacramento, when I see them, I'm just like, man, I'm so happy to see your face. Like there's a bunch of people that I'm just like, oh, I like, you remind me of like a place, like home. Like, these are people that are in bands in the scene. And, there's a lot of them that probably have no idea that I have this feeling towards them. Like, and it's okay. So here's another person. So there's a guy that's in the scene called Stephen Baker. I think he was one of the first people. So Stephen Baker and Alex Lovato were the first two, like, people that I actually met in the Sacramento scene. And man, like I just wanted to be friends. Oh, and Justin Haskin. Those three guys, I wanted to be friends with them three so fucking bad because Stephen Baker was just hilarious on stage because he was in a band called Alcoholic Sex Detonation.
Okay.
Yeah, and they were amazing live. The first time I saw him, I was like, holy shit, this man's amazing. And he was doing vocals, and I was like, oh my god, like this guy is so fucking cool. And Alex Lovato, I don't remember if he was the one throwing the show, but I just remember him being at the venue, and people were like, "Oh yeah, you want to be friends with Alex if you're starting a band, like you need to get in contact with that guy." So I really want to be friends with him. And then, say with Justin Haskin, he was in a really big band called Before You Fall, that from like the early 2010 era. And man, when his band dropped a single called oh fuck, I think it was called. No, yeah, so he's in a band called Desolist. And
I know that name.
yeah, so that's his band. He's the vocalist. And so like when I remember the first night that I actually like hung out with him, we were in the parking lot for Cafe Colonial, and he showed me the Resurrection music video.
Ooh.
Yeah, and I was like, oh my god, like this song's amazing. This the band's performance was amazing at that night. And I just wanted to be friends with all three of them. And over the course of the last couple of years, like we've all have gotten closer. I give hugs to these guys when I see them. We talk to each other on the internet. And they have no idea that when I see them, I'm so happy. I'm so glad to see you kind of like look, which is weird to say. It's just because like they were the first three dudes that I met in the scene that were like, yeah, dude, come on, like be a part of the scene. Like, and so like, and I have no idea at this point how things are, but they're just, there's some of the few guys that in the scene that I'm just like, when I see them, I'm just like, awesome. Like, we're going to have a good night tonight. It's going to be fucking great. You're here. Your band. Well, so, I don't know Steven's new band that he's in, sadly. I think it is, fuck. I hate that I can't remember. It's like one word or something. Fuck. Sorry, Steven. I don't think you even listen to this podcast, but if you did, don't remember your band name, and I'm sorry. Alex he plays guitar in a band called Beauty is Betrayal. And then Justin, he plays in Desolist, and he also has his own like project called Haskin. But yeah, I don't know. I just went on this big ass rant right now, and I feel bad.
Is Blood Pig still around?
Never even heard of Blood Pig. Is that a flavor?
Oh, come on! We played with them at the Plea for Peace Center. I just assumed that you knew.
No, Plea for Peace. That's in Stockton. That's like what, an hour south of Sac.
Yeah, I just assumed they made their way out there, but
No,
damn
never
it.
heard of them. Blood Pig.
That would have been great. That would have been a great story to tell right now. Let's talk about Blood Pig.
I'm sorry. I mean, we can talk about Blood Pig. I just don't know who it is.
I don't either. So.
Oh, what the fuck? That doesn't.
I just wanted to sound cool, dude.
Fuck. Okay. So something I wanted to bring up actually earlier. So back in 2019, you guys were saying you guys played with Memphis at. So in 2019, we started our own festival called Titan Fest, and we had a Halloween. We started a Halloween house show at our house, the house that I'm in right now. We had like almost 200 people show up at my house.
Sick.
Yeah, dude, it was insane, dude. I decorated the entire garage and like the whole side of my house and fucking spider webs and like lights and like spiders and like fucking chain like glow in the dark chains and shit. And we had like a big ass like 9 foot by 9 foot backdrop, so I put that and I decorated that with like spider webs and like lights and like had all these pumpkins surrounding so people would take photos. Like we went all out on this shit.
That's badass.
Yeah, right. And we were gonna do it again in 2020, and then COVID hit. And then now, so we were thinking about doing it this year. And I've been telling a lot of like my friends, like, you know, depending on what happens after this release with this new single, if we do it, like, we will probably try to hit up a venue about doing it because I don't want to do that kind of thing at my house again. Because we're renting. And luckily, no one broke anything.
That's a big,
dude, almost 200 people, and we didn't break anything.
not even like the ceiling? Or...
Nothing got broke, dude. The only thing that got broke was somebody accidentally knocked over a beer bottle, and it just fell like onto the concrete. Well, it was already on the concrete, but it like fell over and like it just But besides that, literally nothing broke.
That must be the cleanest show ever,
dude. It was wild, man. Like we had there was the guys in Haunted by Day. They brought Sergio, their guitar player, and both their guitar.
He brought tacos.
Yeah, dude, literally. So Sergio,
Serjitsu.
Yeah, you know Sergio. Okay, so yeah. So Sergio brought his taco like tray thing, and like him and Joseph, their drummer, they made tacos. And we actually, so here, I'm gonna show you this. So, as you can see, okay, so that's where our stove is right here, right? See that black bag thing?
Yeah.
Okay, so right on the other side of that is the stove, and then that's the window. So what we did was we opened that window and made a drive-through, so people would walk up and put a they would give them so when they got to when they came up through the back gate, they would show their ID, because if you were under 21, you had to you got an X on your hand. I even had security here too, but it was like wristbands for 21 or older, X's for under 21, and if you wanted food, then you would buy the red tickets at the door.
Gotcha.
And my friend Aria Brooke, she's actually a bass player, and she also has solo music. She plays ukulele and sings. She's really good. She was the fabulous door woman, and so people would buy red tickets, tacos for $1. It was like three tacos for $5 or some shit. And they would walk up to the little window and then hand you the ticket, and they would give them the taco.
That's tight.
That way, we didn't have people in the house.
Tight.
But I mean, it didn't matter, dude. We still had so many fucking people because I had all the gear in the living room. Like I had each section taped off. That way, each band was in its correspondence area, so that when we swapped out gear, it was like, people would walk into the garage or from the garage into the kitchen and move your gear to the right, and the next band would walk past you, drop all their shit down, then you would move your stuff back to the designated area. That way, no one would lost any gear.
That's badass, man.
Dude,
super coordinated.
I coordinated the shit out of this fucking place, and I think we only made like $80 or $90, something like that. It wasn't that much
after everything, yeah.
Yeah. Well, no, not even after everything. Like that was like literally like that was all it was. And I talked to the bands like, yo, like this is all that was made from selling tacos because it was free entry.
Gotcha.
Yeah, man, like we only made like $90. We didn't sell any merch. Something that did suck though is that I told all the bands like, yo, if you can bring like a case of beer or like an ice chest, that would be fucking awesome, because I'm already spending hundreds of fucking dollars on renting this place and also on decorations and buying other stuff. And, thanks to, Sergio and Joseph, they brought the taco stuff. And yeah, man, like Hector bought some beer. I bought whatever beer I could at like last second. I think Jordan brought beer. and I think that was it. Like, I think one other band brought some beer, and that was it. Like, I tried to get asking
Dang.
everybody, like, yo, if you could. I told everybody, bring your own merch tables and bring your merch so you could fucking sell it. And not
Mhm.
one band brought merch or their tables. They brought merch, but not their tables.
Oh wow.
And I felt bad. I'm just like, I can't. It's not that I was trying my best to like make this the best legit that it can be.
Hmm.
And as much as I feel like I failed on some aspects of it, I feel like it was like an absolute success, man. With almost 200 people here, everyone was dressed up as something goofy,
That's
and
tight.
yeah, dude, we didn't have the cops called, and we went on. We went on last at like almost at like 1 a.m. I think 12:40, 1
Oh
a.m.
damn.
And there were still people here.
At 1 a.m.
Yeah, and we still played, and they still fucking moshed and everything.
That's badass, dude.
Yeah. So the reason why I bring all that up is, we're going. If we decide to do this, would you guys be down to play it?
Oh yeah, definitely. I know. I mean, I'm gonna say yes, and I'm gonna say yes for Cody, and I'm gonna say yes for Chris, and I'm gonna say yes for Eric. But yeah.
Okay. Well,
And then they're gonna watch. They're gonna see this, and they're gonna be like, "What the fuck?"
they're gonna be like, "Well, how'd you know I was gonna say yes? What if I wanted to say no?"
But yeah, I'll let him. Yeah, I'll tell him. That'd be sick, dude. I know Sergio always used to have Taco Fest. Do you ever tell you about that?
Yeah, we played the first Taco Fest actually in
Hell
Turlock.
yeah. Hell yeah, man. We've been trying to play Taco Fest, but he just keeps having stuff happening, you know?
Yeah. I haven't really kept up with anyone really from because after COVID hit and all that shit, like everyone kind of like stopped talking to each other.
Gotcha.
So I haven't really kept up with what anyone's doing. I heard, don't quote me on this. Maybe you know I don't, but I heard Haunted by Day isn't a thing anymore. But I fuck if I know. I don't know if they are or not.
Yeah, I don't think they are.
That sucks because
I think
they had a couple songs that I liked a lot.
because they're singers now in Taking Fox Hollow.
Yeah, Colby. Yeah, Colby's in TFH.
Yeah, and I'm trying to think what everyone else is. I think that's it. No
Yeah,
one else is doing.
yeah. I have no idea what anyone else is doing at all. But Taco Fest. Did you even go to it?
No, I wanted to, but I mean, it's hella far from Fresno. So
That is true, dude. No, Taco Fest was fucking amazing, and it rained, and we still had hella people there. Like it was like a couple. I think probably over. I know there was more than 100 people. I know that. I could guarantee you there was more than 100 people. Sergio probably knows the real number. Um, but if I'd believe it if he was like, yeah, there was 300 people there. I'd believe it. There was so many fucking people there, man. I know more than 100. If he says 300, I'd say three. I'd say yeah. Say yeah. There was a lot. They were everywhere. They were fucking backyard, front yard, even though he would yell at everybody and say, "Hey, fucking, get the fuck out of the front yard. Come in the backyard." Oh, you know what? Though something crazy happened. This is legit true. So you know the band White Wolf, right?
heck yeah, I was about to ask you about them.
Oh yeah. So my cousin Garrett plays bass in that band.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah. So White Wolf
I work out with Joel at the gym.
Oh, you see. Oh wait, yeah. Oh wait, yeah. Joel lives in Fresno now, doesn't he?
Yeah, I see Joel every other day.
Oh my god. So let me guess. You guys talk about faith and fiction a lot, don't you?
All the time.
I only
Were
went to
you in that
one.
too?
I only went to no. I just went to one of their shows that was in a backyard. I think. I'm pretty sure they were playing it, and I think I remember someone being on the roof or some shit. I don't remember. That was like so long ago.
Long ago, yeah.
Long ago. But anyways, yeah, they I hopefully I'm telling the story right, but this happened broad daylight at Taco Fest. Well, actually on the outside. So they were like Garrett was doing something with like trying to back up the van or move it or do something, and somebody was trying to steal the fucking trailer.
What the fuck?
Yeah, it was something like that. Hopefully the story's not wrong, but like, yeah, it was like somebody was trying to steal something. This is right in front of him.
That's crazy. Like, what the
Yeah,
fuck?
yeah. Like, I mean, of course, this person, the person that did it, has nothing to do with Taco Fest at all. But it was just
You
some
know,
random fucking person.
and Joel was there, right?
Yeah, Joel was in the band. Yeah.
So funny story. We played the Burning Bush, and someone tried to steal our guitar, and Joel was also there.
Oh shit.
I'm just saying. Yeah, Joel's the thief, guys.
Okay. Here's something funny.
Joel is White Wolf.
Joel is White Wolf. Um, this was 2016, and when I first moved to Sacramento, I was living in an apartment, and White Wolf came over my house because they were having a show. I think the night before or the night after them staying. I don't remember. And Joel and I think it was Ronnie. I think Ronnie was in the band at the time. They decided, oh, we're gonna sleep in the van, and they weren't even in the van for 5 fucking minutes, and someone came up behind the van, parked hella close, and then tried to fucking open the back doors. Yeah, I'm just like,
Wow.
God, dude, bad luck. Fuck,
He's bad luck.
Joel's bad.
Hashtag Joel's bad luck.
Hashtag Joel's bad luck. That's so fucking funny. I'm sorry, Joel. I love you.
Nope, I'm tagging it later.
Dude, you can if you want to. I don't know
Oh,
everybody. I know for sure I know 3 people for sure that listen to my podcast all the way through every time I post it. Anyone else that listens to it, I have no idea who it is. So I don't know everyone. I know my bass player Austin listens to all the episodes while he's at work. My friend Kevin listens to the podcast because he's usually always sending me snaps of him listening to it. And then my cousin Garrett, he'll listen to them when he can.
well, shout out to Kevin and Garrett, and who was the first one?
Austin.
And Austin.
Yeah.
Wait, Austin as in Stay Noisy, Austin?
No. That'd be cool though. No, Austin, Clifton.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Austin Freary. Sorry, Austin. I'm terrible at pronouncing your last name. Austin Freary and Kyle Anderson. They're the guys that do Stay Noisy.
Yeah.
Yeah. But okay, so we're gonna wrap this up soon though because this is like a super long podcast and I'm having way too much fun. I could talk for so long.
Agree. I could too, man.
Dude, obviously since we know the same people as well, it's like, oh, dude, put this story and this person and that band and this show and that blah 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 blah. It's bad.
It's bad.
Yeah. So something I like to ask. I don't know if you've ever even heard any of my podcasts, but with the title of it being called The Breakdown Riff, what are your top 3 favorite breakdowns or breakdown riffs? Top 3 ever.
Okay. Damn. You know what? Okay, I actually was having this conversation. So, do you remember Horse the Band?
Horse.
It's called Horse. Their name was called Horse the Band.
Were they from California?
I don't know. I just remember the. Oh, go ahead.
Okay, hear me out. So I don't remember. Okay, so back in like 2006 or 7, my freshman year at Hillmar High, because I used to go to Hillmar High, there was a band that came on my lunch, that came to our lunch, and they were playing, and I think they were called Horse the Band or Dark Horse or something. They gave me a CD and had a horse on the front of it with red eyes.
Maybe now I'm gonna think about it. For me though, because Horse the Band was around like during the synthcore days.
Okay.
So they had like this keyboard breakdown.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah. But you said how many? Top 3?
Yeah, top 3 ever.
Okay. Well, make number 3. Cut Man by Horse the Band. But for 2 and 1, that's gonna be hard. Shit.
You can do a throwback. I do throwbacks.
I'm trying to throw it back actually too, because like, fuck.
I always throw back to For Today.
I was thinking about For Today. I was literally thinking about what's it called? Saul of Taurus.
Oh yeah, that's a good one.
Repent or Perish, right?
Mine's Agape, the breakdown on that.
There you go. Shit. Okay, so
love, you're mine, you're like that. That fucking breakdown.
Okay, so Number two will be fuck. Do you have you heard of King 810?
Oh yeah, hell yeah.
I think right now, because that's what I just been listening to right now. Um, Probably uh, "Fat Around the Heart" by King 810 will be my number two, and number one is uh, fuck, Spirit Box,
Spirit
Holy
Box,
Roller,
Holy Roller. Yeah, that's a good one.
with Ryo from Crystal Lake though.
Oh, that version.
Yeah, I like his lows way better.
I haven't heard that version. I only have the regular one on my Spotify.
Gotcha. Crystal Lake is probably my top five bands, but like it's just because I don't really listen to metal. I'm crazy, dude. Like even though I'm a bass player in a metal band, I've been really lagging on listening to new metal music. Like I'm really on like Thundercat and like Flying Lotus, and I listen to like jazz. I'm
Nice.
yeah. I'm going backwards. I've been listening. I'm on like a funk trip right now, so I've been listening to, like Earth, Wind, and Fire. Uh, I'm
Nice.
yeah. Um, I'm actually trying to relearn like my roots though. Like I just got a new bass, so I'm trying to like learn "Protest the Hero" right now.
Oh,
Like
nice. Good. Solid.
yeah, and then probably go to Human Abstract. Remember them?
I haven't heard that name in a fucking minute. Wow.
Yeah. So yeah, I'm thinking about learning crossing the Rubicon, man.
Okay. Okay. That's cool.
uh, yeah, but
Have
I
you
I just
so okay, so I'm okay, so how big okay, do you listen to Alexia's any of her solo project stuff?
yeah, "Let Me In's like probably one of my favorite songs.
Which one?
"Let Me In."
Let me in. Okay, so if you listen, she has a new like side project called Secret Destroyers, which is
Okay.
with the original vocalist to I Set to Kill Lindsay.
Wow.
Yeah, so like if you listen to like they have like three songs out as the Secret Destroyers, and all of them sound like all the songs remind you of like 2006 and 2007 I Set to Kill. Like
Wow.
all of them are like all the songs are more like Give You My All kind of style.
Okay.
Um yeah, that's like the kind of like music I've been listening to, like way more fucking chill and just not heavy at all. The heaviest stuff I actually recently got into would be a band called I Valiance. I think that's what it's called.
Have you heard of Defamed?
Defamed. That sounds familiar.
They just came out. They're new. They're like probably one of the newer bands I listen to. Defamed or Grave Mind. You ever heard of Grave
Oh,
Mind?
yeah, my friend Amelia got me onto that shit. She's like, "Oh, you should check out this band." I was like, "Okay, I guess I'll check it out." And then I listened to it. I was like, "Yo, this shit fucking slaps."
Hell yeah.
But yeah, I will I'm gonna end this stream and say thank you so much for your time. Um, don't hang up though, because I will end the call and thank you properly and say bye and all that good stuff.
For sure. Yeah, man. Thank you for having me here, man. I really appreciate it. This was fun because usually it's me and Eric. So this is my first time talking without Eric and really like being myself, I guess.
Dude, that's what the whole thing's about. Like, just being able to talk and be the center of attention. It's
Right.
important. It's important to make the other members feel like the center of attention because that's what they fucking deserve.